In this video, we're going to go over the last steps of the Play to Create system for card making, which is simply to trace, cut, ink, and replace. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've settled on a design that I like, and the first thing we're going to do is trace and cut each of our elements out, starting with our borders. In the first video, I talked to you about how we trace and cut our borders out, and this is the point in the process that we would actually do that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do that. So you're just going to take whatever coordinating paper you're working with, and you're simply just going to line your border up on the edge, trace, take your other one, and then I just make a mark right here. This lets me know to do a straight cut with my paper trimmer. You're going to do a straight cut, and then all you need is a basic pair of scissors, and we're just going to simply cut that up the middle. Now you could just follow that line, and then you just stay on the back ends of your scissors and do quick shortcuts. So very simple. But if you go off that pencil line a little, don't worry about it, because then we're going to simply ink our edges. Okay, so you just take each of those pieces, ink the edge, and you only need to ink the edges of whatever sides are showing. So I would do the top here for the design. Now, like I mentioned in the first video, we're going to flip this one over so that we have two different patterns, like that. And so you would actually ink the other side of that pattern. And then you just replace those where your templates were. And then we're going to do the same thing with our accessories. So you could take your top layer here. And the great thing about the accessories is that it really allows you to take advantage of any of the scraps of paper that you have as well. So even the smallest piece of scrap of paper you can create a really cute card with. So you could just line that up wherever it fits on your paper. Same thing, trace right around that. And then we're going to cut that out. And when I cut the accessories out, I just kind of go around the edge, all those meeting points like that. And then just simply go in and move the paper with your left hand and not with your scissors. And then when you're inking your accessories, we really recommend using a dauber because it allows you to get into those small spaces of your different designs. And then of course it also hides any of those pencil marks that you might have. Now another great thing about the designer templates is that they're clear, so they also make it really easy to add sentiments or stamps or things like that to your card. So for example, say you want to add a stamp to this card, thank you or thinking of you or get well, whatever it may be. Basically you would just pick whatever element that you want that stamp, so if you want it in here or there, and you would stamp your sentiment first on whatever scrap of paper that you would like. So for example, I have this stamp and it says kindness, and I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it on this scrap of paper that I have, just anywhere. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my designer template. I'm going to put the leaf right over my stamp, and you can adjust it if you want it at the bottom, at the top, wherever you want that. You can adjust to have that poke out the way you want it. And I kind of want it right there on the curve of the leaf. And there you have your stamp, and then you just go ahead and trace around that, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just simply going to cut that out of our scrap of paper, and then follow that pencil mark, cut our design out, add some ink around those edges, hides any of those pencil marks, blemishes, and of course gives it that nice finished look. And then of course you can add that to your card as well. And so we would do that with the next layer, and then we could add some simple embellishments or things like that that you would like. And here is our finished card. I went ahead and adhered all the pieces down and added a button in the center of the flower, which you could just add a couple embellishments here and there. You don't really have to add much. Great thing is that those patterns and those papers really embellish your card for you. And again, a great way to use your scraps of paper. Here are a couple other samples I want to just show you really quickly. Here is a card using just the one border on the outside and then dressing it up on the inside so you can see that. Here is a card using the double layer, like I was showing you in the first video of the demonstration. And also another fun way is to put them back to back. So you can see more ideas on our website at kiwilane.com, and thank you so much for watching.